Welcome to Siete Doce podcast. So the other day I posted a 10-second video on TikTok that got 65,000 views. The video in question is a video that it relates to the job shutting down due to bad weather condition, the ice and snow and all that. And people can relate to that. So people loved it. It was a funny video talking about how the job was shutting down and everybody was happy. And at the end of the video, it says, but you don't get any per diem unless you show up to work on Saturday. If not, no per diem at all. So the job shut down. Where I'm at is shut down for 3 days, 4 days actually. So that means 4 days without pay, and that means uh 4 days not per diem. I personally, I'm salary and I am staff, so I'm covered, so I don't have to worry about that. But some folks that are not on salary, some folks that are hourly, they suffer the most, and that people don't really talk about when it comes to construction. When you have bad weather, you can't work. If the job site is flooded due to a lot of rain, you're out for 3 days, 4, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days sometimes. You miss a whole week of pay and you miss a whole week of per diem. But you still have to pay rent. You still have to pay your hotel. You still have to pay your apartment if you have an apartment. You still have to pay for food, and travel pay, all that stuff you have to pay. And if you have to pay for the things at home too, if you have a house. So this is at end of the month. You're not getting paid this week because you already missed 3 days of work. So your check is going to be short and it's the first of the month. So anyway, so I'm gonna break it down for you on the do's and don'ts on what to do for us blue collar workers. So what really happens during the job shutdown? No, you get no per diem, you get no hour, again, management get paid, because they're staff. You're crap, you don't get paid. The shutdown doesn't hurt everyone the same, whether you're craft or management, right? Some people have saved for a rainy day, and a lot of people don't. So the ones that save for a rainy day, they're happy that they're having 4 days off, that they get to go home and spend time with their kids and families. So they're happy. I'm going home to be with my mom, with my wife, with my son. I get to be sleep in my own bed. Hell yeah. I wish we could be out for 5 days, right? Because they can do it. They can afford it. But what about the ones that can't afford it? This is their first paycheck and they've been all out of work for a month or two. What about the ones that are living paycheck to paycheck? That if they miss 2 or 3 days, it throws the whole account off. It throws all the finances off. So what are they going to do? you know so you have to learn to put money away, put money aside every paycheck. Treat that per diem as it's like income. So if you treat it like income, that means you're gonna appreciate it more and you're gonna save it. If you treat it like per diem, it's per diem money. I can spend $15-20 on lunch every day. you know if you treat it that way, you're never gonna save. But if you treat it like your income, that you put money away and you save it, when things like this happen, yes, you will be affected, but you won't be as much. You'll be affected at a minimal. So treat it like a paycheck. So blue collar work is production based. You get paid by the hour. If you don't work, you don't get paid. Many workers don't budget for shutdowns or things like that. Many workers don't budget for rainouts. Many workers don't budget for snow out. So when things like that happen again, they don't know what to do. Now they're like scrambling, trying to get money here and there. Like, man, what am I going to do? What if I do this? Now I have to go get a loan and things like that. A lot of us were not taught financial literacy. They don't teach that in school, but that's why I'm here for, because I'm here to teach you how to get better at financing and budgeting. I never used to save money, but I remember watching Dave Ramsey and listening to what he said, for the things that he would tell people, preach people how to save money. And I remember when I saved my first $10,000, I was so happy. I was so happy. And now when we have days like this that we're off for 3, 4 days, I'm happy. I'm even happier because now I get to go home, sleep, with my girlfriend, see my son. And who doesn't want to who doesn't want to do that? Right. But there used to be a time when we had days like this, 3 to 4 days off, and I'll be fucking thinking about how am I gonna get that extra money to pay for my car, to pay for rent, to pay for cell phone, to pay for child support. What am I going to do? But now I don't have to do that because now I'm in a better space where I budget better and I save better. If you really want to learn about finances, if you really want to learn about budgeting and things like that, follow this account and I will help you get better at it. So budget like a shutdown will happen. Assume at least 3 to 5 days loss per year. Now it's more like weeks sometimes. Stack an emergency fund. Most people will say 6 months, but come on. The way the economy is, it's kind of hard to say 6 months worth of savings. But if you can save 3 months, that's good enough. Understand your pay structure. When does per diem stop? Is there weather pay? Is there a standby pay? Those are the questions you have to ask whenever you get a new job or you get a job offer in construction. You got to understand all that. If do I have to work 8 hours to get my per diem? Do I have to, or do I have to work every day? Some jobs want you to be there the last day of work and the first day of work to get the whole week pay per diem. They want you at work. If you're not at work, they're not making money and production is not getting done. So nobody teaches in the trades. The older guys don't want to teach you, but that's why I'm here because I'm going to teach you how to get better at savings and I'm going to teach you how to get better at leveling up and making better financial decisions in your job. So if you want to learn more, just hit follow and like or comment, and we'll get better together.